Hey everybody, welcome to Wacky Wednesday number 82 on the Mana Leek. I'm John as always, and it's time for something terrifying. Triple Shadowmoor, from what I hear, is one of the more complex sets to actually draft, and I've never touched it before. I've read through the primer, I've tried to get a grip on what kind of the good cards are in this set, but we'll see how this goes. But I'll see you guys for Pack 1 Pick 1, and beware, this could be a train wreck. But see you guys in a couple seconds. Alright, here we are for Pack 1 Pick 1, and at least we have kind of an okay choice with Painter's Servant, which I think is almost 3 tickets, so that's probably going to be a value draft, I think. Let me just do one quick check. It's 2.5 tickets. So Painter's Servant's part of a combo, of course, in Modern. In Modern or Legacy? One of the two, I think Modern. So as it enters the battlefield, choose a color. All cards that aren't on the battlefield, spells, and permanents are the chosen color in addition to their other colors. So basically you turn everything into a color. If we weren't taking that as the quote-unquote value pick, what would we take? Black creatures you control have Wither. Grief Tyrant, 8/8 for 6. It's a 4/4 when it comes in. When it dies, you put a counter on target creature for each. That's not the worst. I hear red is not the best, or maybe it's black, or maybe red-black's not the best. But so basically the weird thing with this format is monocolored's a thing, and in fact most decks want to be monocolored, maybe splashing 1 or 2 other cards, because as you can probably see, so many cards are hybrid. So, you know, this blue-black card could go in mono-blue, could go in mono-black. Howl of the Night Pack, I hear that's a good card. 2/2 green wolf creature token for each forest you control. I hear that is good. I think that's one of the good cards. What else do we've got? We've got a Pilapala, which goes in anything. And of course you see another of the mechanics here. This set has the untap symbol. So this is, you can pay 2 mana and untap it to add a mana of any color to your mana pool. So of course this has to be tapped. You must attack with it or something like that. I'm tempted to take the Howl of the Night Pack and start looking into green and hopefully making just a bajillion wolves. What other cards are familiar from the primer? None of them outside of Pilapala, I think. Pure Sight Marrow, 2/2, look at the top card of your library, you may exile that card. Target creature gets -2/-0 until end of turn. Obviously it'd be better if that was a tap ability than an untap ability. Yeah, I think we'll go Howl of the Night Pack. Start to marry ourselves to green far too early, but when you don't know the format at all, Steel of the Godhead, I heard that was really good actually. So as long as it's white, it gets +1/+1 lifelink. Blue, +1/+1 can't be blocked. That's really solid. Really solid. In green we've got a land spell, or a land tutor, not even a ramp spell, and a 4/4 that's a 5/5 for 5 in our deck. Yeah. I've got a feeling we just take the Steel of the Godhead and look into maybe going kind of white or blue. Seems like an okay option. Yeah, let's take it. What do we get here? We get now Smash Dismiss. Whoa, Gloom Widow's not originally from Avacyn Restored? Crazy. What are you? 7 mana, that's what you are. Starting with you, each player may play any amount of life. Repeat this process until no one pays life. Rat tokens for life paid. Doesn't seem the best. Golden Globe. Boop. 2/1 Defender. Flyer, but it's got Wither. Choose a color. When you control no permanents, choose a color. Kill it. You're a blue-black Scarecrow. I don't even know. I do not know this set. So I guess we'll just take the Gate Warden and maybe look at blue as an option. Who knows? What do we get here? We get another of these land tutors. There are a lot of artifacts. That must be why Smash to Smithereens is actually a pick. This guy doesn't seem the worst. It seems playable. 2/1 that taps a creature when it enters the battlefield. So we might look into taking that. Green's got nothing I want. Tatterkite, 2/1 that can't have counters placed on it. So it gets around Wither, except for the fact that it's a 2/1, so it's still just going to die in combat. Put a -1/-1 counter on each creature with a -1/-1 counter. I think we'll just take the Somnomancer. Somnomancer? Yeah. And what do we get here? We've got Isleback Spawn, 7 mana, 4/8 Shroud, +4/+8 as long as your library has 20 or fewer cards in it. Doesn't seem the worst thing ever made. So I guess that's a possibility. Drowner Initiate, whenever your player casts a blue spell, you may pay 1. If you do, target player puts, so it's a mill. Sure, maybe we just take the big dumb guy. Big dumb guy. Torpor Dust. That was on the list of important cards. What does it do? -3/-0? Okay, so it's not exactly pacifism, but it's neutralizing enchantment. It seems like a decent pickup, and maybe we're gonna kind of end up in blue. Umbra Mantle. Pay 3, untap. This creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Equip cost of 0. So the creature gets that ability. Okay, interesting. Red-green Scarecrow. Mill. Is Mill, like, actually a thing in this set? I think we're just going to take Torpor Dust here. I think we might take another Torpor Dust. Unless this is good. 6/4, can't attack unless defending. No. We're just going to take another Torpor Dust, and yeah, we're heading towards blue. Heading towards the blue plan. Additional cost to cast Scale Scar. Put a -1/-1 counter on target creature you control. You draw 2 cards. So I have to give a... It's not the worst. It's better than this mill card that I just don't think is a legitimate plan. Scrap Basket becomes all colors. Draw 2 cards from your hand. Wait, no. No. Yeah, we're just going to take this Ritual. I mean, maybe we could have at this point taken every single one of these and gone into the mill plan, but I just don't think that's a thing. We could take the Last Breath Splash for it. It's not the best removal. It's very far from the best removal, in fact. Otherwise, we've got a 3/3 for 2 that comes in as a 1/1. I can slowly make it bigger. I think we might arguably take that rather than the Last Breath that we're probably not going to play. You are a green... No, you're a green-white Scarecrow. So you're a 4/4 for 6. I do have a white creature so far. So you would have Vigilance. Still not the best. But I think it might be what we take here. Yeah. We're not going to play it, though. I don't think, anyways. 3/3 Wither for 4? That seems decent. 1/1 for 4. Shade. Let's take the Elves. Howl, you're not going to happen. Blight Sickle. Sure. I don't think we're going to play it. Sure, let's take a Drowner Initiate. Let's see how many we can get. Well, I mean, I am kind of heading towards the mill plan with that last pick. I don't want to do it. I'd rather draft a good deck, but who knows where we're going to end up. Glenalandra Liege. What do you do? Black Blue Lord. I think we have to take that. Another Drowner Initiate. Sinking Feeling. Silkbind Fairy. That's pretty solid. So we're not going to get that back. But I think this is just too good to pass up. Yep, we're going to take it. Curse Catcher is okay. Aether Toe is better. So this has Conspire, so you can tap 2 untapped creatures to do a copy of the spell, which is kind of nifty. Yeah, I think we're going to take this Aether Toe here. So in the deck it goes. What do we get here? So here we've got Curse of Change, which is solid removal and totally in our colors. So at the beginning of each upkeep, tap enchanted creature. Obviously not quite as good in a set with the untap symbol, but still pretty darn solid. So I think that's what we're going to take. We could have a 2/2 flyer that sometimes will get +1/+1. We could get +1/+1 Ophidian, and potentially +1/+1 whatever that ability is. Actually, that's really good too, but I think we need to take the removal. Maybe we get Helm of the Gas Lord back around, but I doubt it. But let's take Curse of Chains. So Painter's Servant doesn't do anything for us, right? Maybe it does. We'll have to see. Augury Adept. What do you do? 2/2. Whenever it deals damage to a player, reveal the top card of your library. Draw it and gain life. That seems solid. Each of those creatures gain persist. Oh, there's a Helm of the Gas Lord too. I think we take Augury Adept. That Helm would be good though, but no, let's take the Augury Adept. Wild Slayer Elves, get out of there. You're not worth splashing. Parapet Watchers. 2/2. That has Butt Pump. Probably shouldn't say those words together ever again. Revel Songhorn, you are the red-green Scarecrow. Yeah, I think we'll just take Parapet Watchers. They don't seem good, but there's not much else going on here. Return target artifact or enchantment card from a graveyard to its owner's hand. No. Yeah, let's take the Parapet Watchers. So what was Chainbreaker? Oh yeah, the counter guy. He's just not going to get played, I don't think. Painter's Servant is a 1/3. Well, it's an okay blocker for a 2-drop. And we would name... Well, I guess it would depend on what we have. Like, maybe we would name white. So that way all of my creatures would guaranteed have the Steel with Godhead ability. Or we could name black to guarantee that everything gets pumped by Glenalandra. What do we get? We've got target creature becomes blue until end of turn. On tap it. No. 2/2 flyer for 4. Whenever it attacks, you can have target creature lose flying. That's not bad. 3/3 can't be blocked by green creatures. It's not the worst for 4. It's probably sideboard though. Elsewhere Flask. It replaces itself, and we can turn every land I have into a basic land of whatever type I want. So you could actually do something cool there, where we could play Howl of the Night Pack, turn everything into forests, and get a whole bunch of wolves. So I'm tempted to try that. It's Wacky Wednesday. Where else am I going to try to do that, right? 1/1 flash for 1. No. Preferably not. We are not going to play any of these other cards, though. So I guess we take that just in case we are desperate for creatures at some point. 3/3 for 5. Gets flying. That's not too bad. You could attack with it, and then in the declare attackers step, after you've declared attacks, untap it, give it flying, then it can't be blocked by non-flyers. So yeah, we're going to take that over that garbage. I don't mind this deck. I think it's going okay so far. I'm almost, well, not almost, I'm very sad that it's single a limb, so we're not going to actually get to play 3 full matches with this if we don't win. Alright, so what do we have here? 6/6. Whenever it attacks or blocks, gets a -1/-1 counter. Chainbreaker, Scalescar Ritual. We took one of those, yeah, and we're not even certain if we're going to play the first one. 3 mana, doesn't untap. The enchanted creature has pay 1. It's not good removal, but I'll take it. Woe Leecher, Disturbing Plot, Crimson Wisps, Splitting Headache. I don't think any of these are good. So let's get rid of... doesn't really matter, I don't think. Let's get rid of that creature. Ooh, Helm came back. Yeah, I'll take Helm. I do need some more creatures, though. That's another card that I'm pretty sure was on the list of, like, super duper amazing awesome cards. but we're not going to pass up this Helm here. Maybe Helm is actually really bad and I just don't realize it. Let's get rid of the Reach guy, just because I do have a fair number of flyers. Let's get rid of the combat trick. Let's take that, but we're not going to play it. Let's get Ember Gale. So we're not going to play Zealous Guardian. I don't think we're going to play this Gate Warden. Oh, I need to draft a lot of creatures. I need a lot of creatures this pack. Well, we get a blue rare creature. What's it do? It's a 4-drop, 1/4 flyer. Target opponent exiles the top card of his or her library. Until end of turn, you can play that card. That's nifty. Now, you have to have the mana for it, which is difficult. But it's better than that. It's better than that. Put 2 white Kithkin soldiers on the battlefield if white was spent, which it probably won't be. Counter up to 1 target creature spell. For 4 mana? No, we're just going to take this Cleek here. Mass Calcify. That's not terrible against us. Or it's not... Well, no, I guess a lot of our stuff is black-blue, not blue-white. Glamour Spinners. 2/4 flash flyer. Enters battlefield. Attach all auras enchanting target permanent to another permanent with the same controller. Interesting. There is just a Scuttlemutt here. Tap it to add any color of mana, so it's a ramper and a fixer. Yeah. I think we'll just take Scuttlemutt. Let's take it. Wasp Lancer. 3/2 flyer for 3. Seems fine. Better than the Drowner. Better than the Scale Scar. Yeah, we're just going to take Wasp Lancer here. In the deck. Thought Weft Gambit. Tap all creatures your opponents control. Untap all creatures you control. That's for 6 mana, that's a lot. 2/1 flash. Target permanent becomes color or colors of your choice. Another Somnomancer just seems fine, because we do need the creatures. Let's take it. Deep Channel Mentor. 2/2. Blue creatures you control can't be blocked. 6 mana, 2/2. Jeez. Here's the white-blue square. White-blue Scarecrow. 2/4 Vigilance Flying for 4. That seems solid, actually. Better than 6-drop. I mean, it would be cool to have all of our guys unblockable, but 6 mana? That is all of the manas. Yeah, I think we're just going to take the Scarecrow here. So that puts us at 23, and we've got an okay number of creatures. Seems like a fun deck. World Purge. That sounds beefy. So it's an 8-drop. Return all permanents to their owner's hands. Each player chooses up to 7 cards in his or her hand. Shuffles. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 1 for each blue permanent you control. It's not terrible. Don't think we're going to play it, though. Is there anything I hate having in my deck right now? Not terribly. This Gate Warden and this Ritual. I feel like I like the Ritual a little bit more than I like the Spell Siphon. Yeah, let's take the Spell Siphon, but I don't think we're gonna play it. Savor the moment. Take an extra turn after this one. Skip the on-tap step of that turn. No. Draw a card for each island you control. Jeez. Another Helm of the Gas Lord. 2/1 whenever you cast a blue spell. It gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Whenever you cast a black spell, it gains fear until end of turn. That's a solid creature. So I think we'll take the creature. I mean, that's an amazing draw spell, but I think we need creatures, and this is a solid one, and it can replace this Gate Warden that I really don't like. So then we get another one anyways. That's funny. Alright, so we'll take that Gate Warden, and what was the other creature I wasn't happy with? What was it? Or was it a spell? Parapet Watchers. I'm not happy with these. Let's get rid of them. Put in the Gravekill. Zealous Guardian, Chainbreaker, Hasty Dude. Let's get rid of this. Hey, the 2/2 flyer. I was thinking about maybe picking up one of those. And we're going to take it. And we're going to have to cut something for it. Another Scale Scar Ritual. Whenever a +1/+1 is placed on a creature, you may put in my... let's not have that be a thing. Although at 5 mana it probably isn't playable. Or actually, we're playing a number of enchantments. Let's cut the Strip Air. You're the red-black Scarecrow. Let's cut... Is there a playable card here? I don't think any of these are playable. Let's cut the Mantle. Let's cut the creature. Let's cut the creature, I think. Yep. Alright, we've got a deck and we need one cut. One single cut. I really like the Howl of the Night Pack thing. I think that might be fun. We could, of course, just completely fail, but I think it's fun. Alright. So we need a cut, and it's probably going to be a non-creature if we can. So I like that. I like that for the cute factor. Maybe that's on the board, on the cutting board. I like the Scarecrow. Yes, 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 yes. You were maybe on the cutting board. Scale card, it lets me draw 2 cards? Yeah, because, I mean, you can always do this on turn 2 if you don't have a creature. And then you don't... Oh, no, never mind. It's an additional cost to cast. You must do it. So yeah, I think maybe we just cut that ritual. Yeah, let's cut the ritual. And I think this is going to be the deck. And so despite all of those black mana symbols and blue mana... or black mana symbols and white mana symbols and this green mana symbol here, we are going to play 17 islands. Because everything in this deck is blue, except for that which is green, but we will cast that on a turn where we turn everything into a forest. Or at least that's the plan. Yeah, so let's go add basic lands. I do not want 3 plains. I do not want 4 swamps. I do not want 1 forest. I want 17 islands. Add to deck. Well, that was a fun draft, at least. That was a very fun draft. I definitely wish I had 3 full matches to play this deck. But this is what we're going to go with. I'll see you guys for round 1. Hopefully we can do something with this. Hopefully we can make it to round 2. But I will see you guys